Welcome to Prison Talk. Real quick, my name is Don Poe. I did 8 years straight. I've done from level 1 to level 3 max. Been through different institutions, held different titles. I am an active STG member, that's the Severe Threat Group. I've been on a pyramid, I've been profiled in prison, I've been through some cases in prison, I've fought in prison, court systems, and things of that nature. I'm very versed that 8 years on prison. So I have a lot of stories I want to share with you guys, and I've been saving this. So let me get right into this. I was the sergeant's porter quite a few times, sergeant's clerk, where I would handle a bunch of small errands for the dorm or block sergeants. I've got a great mouthpiece and I know how to work angles with people. Just to tell you a little bit, I'm like a mix between a defense attorney, car salesman, talk your way out of hell type guy, you know what I mean, or into anything for that matter. So there's a guy I meet, and I'm not going to say any names here, but he doesn't work for the institution anymore. That's my fault, and I apologize to him for that, and I have already. I was the sergeant's porter at that time, so I had a lot going on. Well, I would store stuff in the vaults. Now, what I do when somebody goes to the hole, I look them up immediately. What's their charges? And he'll go and look me up what this person's here for. Immediately, if they're a pedophile, if they mess with kids in any way, it's over, it's a wrap. And if they're a member of that gang or faction, I go to their head because I'm already actively engaged in gang dynamics and politics to the point where I'm on what's called the board. That's where I just help make minor decisions, but being that I am Caucasian in prison, it's a lot of race domination regardless to if you're in a gang or not. And me being being a insane gangster disciple, that labels me as a black gang member. I'm white, and then the blacks within that gang will also not like me because I'm white. So there's discrimination on both sides from white and black. It's really tough. Believe me, it's not that easy, but I'm skilled at what I do, and my name is good as gold. Not to mention, Google my offenses. So, and it's Alan Wayne Shelor Jr. Okay? So, back to the story. Now, I get it to the point where he will look these people up. I'll find out what's going on, and when it comes to those gangs, I tell them, this is your people, this is your stuff. But if it's a pedophile or a child molester, I put them on blast. I'm like, look, you didn't know this, but now you do. Here's the paperwork. I come with the shit printed off the goddamn computer. Don't fuck with me. And I cut off anything that relates back to where I got the piece of paper, which I didn't get it. They got it. And if you know how to do things properly and move right, people don't know these things, and you keep it, you know, that's how it is. Minus everybody knows that prison is full of corruption and all kinds of stuff. This is just a little key in on it. Good at what I did. So then, you know, a lot of these times I would come up on so much stuff. I'd have this vault full of my stuff now. And the sergeant would be in there rummaging into food and stuff I have stored in there. And he's a big, giant guy, right? Big guy. In his name, listen, part of it has over in it. So that already lets you know he's overweight. He's a cool ass dude. I love him to death. If you watch this, man, you're my guy. Man, you're a good dude. He let me know. Dude, he was just solid as shit. Mind you, people would be mad at me too. Oh, you work for the sergeant's porter. You could be the police and this, that, and the other. Well, call me the police again, bitch, and we're gonna have to get in the bathroom. That's what it bears down to. You don't do that. You don't do that. There's lines you have to draw on what you could say about somebody depending on where they're at and who they're with. It's crazy. That's just how it works in prison. Unless you're caveman. Mind you, I've seen big guys get swarmed by a bunch of little skinny black guys just hanging off of him. Like, whoa, like, man, I got stories for days. But check this one. I'm going to get back to this. So now I got him printing me porn off too. So it gets to the point where the institution notices that there's a lot of paper being used. So I got to go out of block and get paper, stacks of paper from other places. And I am, at this point, charging, sorry for the interruptions with travel, because you got to keep this mobile. You can't stay stationary for too long, okay? Especially if you've been trapped in one piece of earth over and over and over for 8 years. You'll want to go and see everything. Okay, so now people are starting to get caught with this pornography that's black and white, full print-offs, and I'm charging $1 to $3. And if it's custom shit, now I draw the line. There was a couple times I got asked to get tranny porn. I did refuse, like, no, not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't care how much you try to pay me, it's not gonna happen. Weird, but whatever. This is a place filled with, I don't even want to go there either, what's going on in prison. Oh my God. Oh, the horrors. So he eventually, somehow, somebody gets caught with pornography on a bigger scale and rated, like a middleman that I used to sell to, and he had his own different plugs. Now, mind you, there's magazines floating around. Real quick, I had a DVD player at the rack with a porn DVD. What? And I knew how to put my TV all the way down at the other end. I wired it all up. Man, you talking to, I'm lightweight and MacGyver. I just don't do all the technical stuff on the devices and tablets. And they got prison, man. Listen, in prison, these dudes are playing on PS5s. I mean, I seen child molesters playing Zelda Breath of the Wild all together, a clique of them. They are all there as child molesters, and they run a goddamn sheet. If you want to play these video games, you got to go through them. Are you serious? I'm not bullshitting you. This is real talk here. Okay, so dude gets caught. It comes back to him. They end up taking him out. And I'm sweating bullets like, damn, man, now I'm so good at what I do. I take my shit in bulk and give it out to all the other guys that walk around on the yard and sell it. I'm not going to be caught out there running around, hey, showing a bunch of people fucking pornography. I'm not doing that. I'm classy here, right? I just give it to the guys that will do that and get the food. So the problem is I got a lot of food in that vault right now, and I got other things that belong to other people. Now I'm like, fuck, man, they start digging around in there. It's all bad. Luckily, the fill-in sergeant, I'm cool with him too. Guess what he does? Oh, I like them. Oh, man, it's on now, but through another block once he goes back to his. Either way, I kept them boxes full of food. You feel me? And I made sure I had a hustle at all times, because when you're there, the crazy thing about the joint too is these like well-off dudes and rich dudes, they go there and treat it like it is their vacation, and they get into doing weird drugs like Suboxone, where they'll put it in their eyeballs and mix it in with water and sniff it and shit. Like weird. That's weird, dude. Sniff some coke, smoke some crack, do some that's weird, dude. It's a piece of paper stuff. Like, it's not even acid. I don't know what's going on. Smoking that tune shit that's like bug spray sprayed on paper, and these dudes are vomiting on themselves and going through it, man. Unreal, the shit I've seen. And to send so many drug addicts to prison, because I would say more than half the people now there are some form of drug abuser. And I'm not talking about marijuana. Mind you, I've met a few in my life that were fucked up on weed, like beyond control. Now, I love marijuana, but man, come on, dude. I mean, I'd rather eat than smoke weed. Like, I fuck that. I'd rather have a cup of coffee in the morning. Okay, so done with all this ranting and raving and going through, because I'm really tired. I'm exhausted. It's been a long day. Star Nation Network. We are making the efforts here. We are putting in the footwork. We are bringing you the content all day long through what? Live. This is live content, by the way. You might rewatch this later on, but this was brought to you live, and it couldn't have been brought to you without viewers like you. So we ask that we want to build this bigger. So we're asking if you want to do some contributions and give to Star Nation Network and watch us grow and grow with us, please feel free to. You could look through my links and you'll see all kinds of different forms of payment that we can accept. That's amazing when people step up and say, I see a small-time content creator trying to grow his business. A small business. An entrepreneur family here too. There's more than just me. We have people that have to handle the electronics, that have to handle all kinds of footwork and networking their own. Camera working and things like that. When it's mobile and stuff, I'm not obviously working at camera if I'm away from it. I mean, we don't have drones and all that. We don't even have mics. But we're getting there. And we're getting there with your help. So everyone, thank you. It was a great evening. I hope you enjoyed our story, and we'll bring you another one tomorrow night. This has been Late Night Prison Talks. Late Night Prison Stories. Sorry. With yours truly, Don Poe. Good evening.